Yo, Ninja Brian, you see that high schooler over there getting pushed around? This looks like a job for Cool Patrol. Hey kid, you're getting picked on in school. The other boys, they say you just ain't cool. Well, that's bullshit. We're gonna teach you the rules. Those motherfuckers ain't gonna bother you. No, we are the bad boys. From the tough side of town, we are the Cool Patrol. We'll turn your life around. From the boys, their asses don't fall down. We'll show you how to life can listen. You put your hands in their asses, don't cut you down. And then you take that rocket butt and shake it all around. Lightly jog in place and then crank it up to a prance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now put your hands in your pockets and take the right back out. Then spin around in a circle and make an animal sound. Then glide into the sprinkler like you're gonna water the plants. This is the Cool Patrol dance. You get all that, kid?
That wasn't actually very helpful. That was just like an instructional dance.
Hell yeah! Motherfucking bullies better watch their ass. You're sending all them shits a message. There's a new king in class. When they see you, they're gonna freak out and piss their pants. They are your bitches. They are your bitches because you put your hands in the air and then stick out your rear end. And then you wiggle it real hard and you hug your closest friend. And then you wildly remove your clothes and tear away pants. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now rub the peanut butter on you from your head to your feet. And cover up your nudity with different cheeses and meats. And slap a camel because this could be your only chance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Cool break. All right. This is cool. Excuse me. Hey, I have an idea. Let's kick it. You put your hands in the air and grab a bird from the sky and eat it whole so that you may absorb its power of flight. Now you can also dive on fish because your vision's enhanced. This is the Cool Patrol dance. You're basically a superhero now, so throw some cars and rub your magnum thighs together and set fire to Mars. Now harness all your sexy fury in a victory stance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Your training is complete. Now go show those fuckers who's boss.
Okay. Hey guys, listen up. You put your hands in.
Oh God, he might actually be dead.
I'm gonna mute myself. Everybody can hear you now. And there you go. And we're good.
Well, I have to swallow.
I just
Good for you, bun.
I just unmuted OBS and that's the first thing anyone will hear. Okay.
Awesome.
So I should go now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
context.
your cue.
It is Ninja Sex Party number. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, it is Wait, Monday Madness. I've been drinking.
This is gonna be a train
This would be
wreck.
funny.
It is Monday Madness Menagerie number 29.
Number 29.
Yay.
It means it's booze and ice cream.
Mommy's been drinking again.
Southern
That's
Comfort.
Nobody's mom. So yeah, we'll start with Wolf because she's been chewing at the bit.
I have?
Just go.
Yeah, what the fuck happened this week?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I
Pretty
swear
nice
to God,
one.
my boss has it out for me because, last week on Thursday, I had called in sick because I was running a low-grade fever and I didn't really feel that great. I felt like absolute crap, and my mom and I felt that I shouldn't be around customers and to get them sick. So I called in to stay home. When I called in, I had asked to speak to one of the managers, and my boss was working that day, and he goes, "If you miss, this is your third call in. If you call in anymore, we'll give you a week suspension." So I said, "Okay." I came in the next day, which was Friday, and that was the end of my work week. So Sunday, yesterday, I went into work to look at my schedule because it's usually finalized that day. Walk in, look at my schedule. My entire week's crossed out. I didn't call in anymore after that. So he shouldn't have fucking suspended that week. And I call bullshit. And so my mom called the owner, who's even a bigger boss. Like, he runs this shit. And had a chat with him. And there's been 2 other times that I haven't gone and clocked into work because those 2 times they had given my shift away. And it's kind of pissing me off to the point that I just don't want to keep this job anymore, because I swear to God my boss has it out for me. His daughter's a bitch, so that doesn't help.
It sucks.
So I basically just stayed home this day and will most likely stay home for the rest of the week.
Like I said, Wolf, it'll only be a 2-hour trip, and I would not mind smacking him around a bit. I have no problem with that at all. I don't tolerate people messing with my friends. This should become very well known. And he's really cruising for a
911,
reason.
excuse me. Excuse me, 911. I had a random black guy just come bitch slap me with powder on his head, and now I have this powdery hand mark on my face. What do I do?
What did a 5-finger say to the face? And walked away.
And then he nodded at one of my employees before driving away.
And he may have looked like a wrestler.
Slash
I don't know why he wore a
Viking.
The Viking wrestler.
See, that's where you wear all that, and then they will never believe you. They will never believe him. It's like, ma'am, I think you need some help.
And then Monday Thune reads the story.
Yep. Scarecrow just secretly chuckles in the background. It's like, I don't know who that was.
I don't know who that was. I have no connection with that man.
The Black Viking.
He must be a mysterious vigilante.
Oh, man.
That's your new persona.
Not
So suck
officially.
week. So sucky week for Wolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's really fucking stressed me out yesterday too. Like, I spent the better part of yesterday crying. It was hell because of all this. It's like, I go to work on time. I arrive like 10 minutes early. I don't even clock in till like 5 till. And I do my job. I only stay home if I'm really sick. I try not to miss work if I can help it. I try to schedule a day off if it's really important and I cannot be at work. If I gotta help mom with something. It's just, I'm not a bad person. Why does this world have it out for me? Especially my boss.
Oh, that's just the start of it, hon.
I believe it.
Trust me, I've had some pretty shite bosses too. One of them, I swear he stayed, tried to keep me near getting fired or almost getting fired so many times because of me just not like, it's a big area we had to cover. Like, I worked in an apartment complex or whatever. Had to try to cover all that and try to pick up all the trash from there. Of course, people would come behind, throw trash, and he'd always like, quote unquote, reprehend me because I was an intern at that job.
I had a shit boss that was like afraid of black people, and Thune stared him down and scared the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I can't remember his name. Oh, no, not Nathan. Nathan was the cool one. Yeah, that asshole.
Afraid of black people.
No, he was, because he was sitting in his, he had this like weird little cubby hole of a corner in their office, and he was sitting in the back, and I was just sitting in this stool, And so it was quiet, and I just kind of looked back at him every now and then with this blank look on my face, like, I dare you. I goddamn dare you to say something stupid. Good times, though.
Then Tim fell asleep.
I almost fell asleep, but I didn't, because every time I almost fell out of the stool, so that was fun.
Wolf, pick someone else.
Bun, you go.
I worked a lot, and I've been getting the apartment ready, and yeah, Liam's gonna be here tomorrow. Yay, that's it. Scarecrow.
He's not with us now.
He's taking eternal rest so he can be ready for his flight to take another
Yeah,
eternal
he's
rest.
leaving in 2 hours.
Yeah, so.
Scarecrow.
It's me. I haven't done much. Only thing I really did noteworthy for this is I was doing more placement matches because the Overwatch new season started out. I got to platinum. I was actually surprised.
Oh, nice.
One day I will bother doing competitive, but not now.
I haven't even touched competitive, and I don't plan on it.
I usually rank gold, silver, in that range. So to rank platinum was like my best I think I'll ever get in my life.
Competitive is actually nice because people know what the hell they're doing. They're not just stupid noobs.
Nicole,
Half
your
the
voice
time,
got
I don't even
lower.
know
What
what
happened?
I'm doing.
Dear God.
That wasn't me.
That was Ryan.
I know, I was being smartass. I couldn't resist.
I heard Overwatch and talking about competitive, so I had to jump in, throw my 2 cents in.
That's fair enough.
That's pretty much all
Thanks,
games
Ryan.
though. Hey, Thune, Wolf, how about that Widow Hanzo combo, huh?
How about I
What?
kick you in the chest?
Anyone who doesn't know, those are both snipers. One with a bow and arrow and one with a gun. Both have to be charged up.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Widow and Hanzo.
The
I
Widow
didn't hear
Hanzo
the
combo.
first one. I heard Hanzo, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and that
I'm
goes well for
actually
Reinhardt.
better at Hanzo than I am Widowmaker, but I don't play Hanzo all that often. I only do it if I'm feeling bored.
He's easier, but yeah, if I see that combo on the team, I'll just leave the game immediately. I don't care for winning or not.
Yeah, it's like, just play the game. Don't be stupid.
No, they all want to get their play of the games, even though they always lose up somehow. To the one
Yeah.
person who actually played their role. Or to a Torbjorn like me.
You uncultured swine.
I will use my Viking dwarf dad hybrid.
My dwarf that hybrid.
You wanna run that by me again?
You
My
okay
Viking
there?
dwarf dad. That's what Torbjorn is now. He's my unofficial father. I'm his bastard child apparently.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Because
you
I still
want,
have to
man.
be Jon Snow. Either way, I think we should go to someone else.
Wait, Scarecrow's calling Finn daddy?
No.
No.
He's not.
It is not possible.
Well, the
No
age
way.
gap is too close.
Safe state my right fanfiction about this. I don't know.
No, you're not writing a fanfiction about this.
He's
I
not
thought
here.
you were
Not
drinking
me. I
here.
said safe state. Like,
Oh,
he already
God.
wrote the one about Thune. That still needs to be put out.
I thought Scarecrow's daddy would be Junkrat in his Scarecrow outfit since, you know.
Nah.
He's
too
got a point.
explosive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know what? That's actually got a point, but not Junkrat. It'd be Torbjorn most likely. Either way, let's hear from Nicole and Ryan since it's your first time on the podcast, I think.
Second time.
Second time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you went to bed when they were here last time. I forgot.
That's right, yeah. I was either sick or tired.
You had to go to work.
Oh, yeah. There are many reasons why I have to leave things. I can't keep track of them all.
So, Nicole, Ryan, how's it going?
Oh, my week was eventful. And and then I worked for about a day. They don't know how to do assesses right and got behind. And I got behind so badly to where they had over 100 pallets of freight to work. And then they had another 2-truck night and had over 60 pallets that needed to be worked. And then Saturday we threw an event for a bunch of kids. And then I was off for 2 days and hung out with Bun.
Cool.
You all still need help at Walmart, don't you?
No, we're always hiring at Walmart, right?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So does Baldy have 2 cents to put in, or is he just balls deep into something else?
He's driving, but I'm holding the button.
Yeah, we're heading home right now, and I don't really have much of a life. I just exist, so why ask?
Hey, we could do the traffic report with Ryan.
Oh my god. What's the traffic like?
Skies and
Clear skies my ass. I can't see shit. It's fucking foggy.
with no traffic on Southeast 59th Street, heading towards
deer runs out and crushes him.
Of dogs that almost got ran over 5 minutes ago.
That seems about right.
Rob, your turn.
Okay. I didn't really. Actually, no. Me and Stacy went out on Saturday because we needed to get prizes for a turkey bowl. Which, if I didn't tell you already, turkey bowl is our annual thing where we get all of our old Rocky friends from way back in the day. We all gather and the night before Thanksgiving we have pizza and we go bowling. And we have prizes we give out for most gutter balls and most strikes and stuff like that.
What do I get for most gutter balls? I probably get that one.
Me too.
It's all about the same. We go get cheap gifts, and I was hoping we'd hit up the Dollar Tree because that'd be funny, but we went to Burlington instead and got some stuff, and then we just went around town all day, and I can't remember what we all did. We went to Target, and then we went to, and that was funny.
They had an orgy.
And then we went to I know I can't. No, I'm spacing right now.
You didn't hear the pink-haired dingus over there, did you?
No,
I heard her.
Oh, we're moving on. And
moving on. That is everybody because we don't have fish.
Oh yeah.
What do we do, Thune?
Oh yeah.
Thune. God damn it.
I forgot myself.
I'll tell you. What did we?
I got you, friend.
Thune, what'd you do this week?
It was a lot of work. Just a lot of work. I worked in pet care for my second time at PetSmart. So I ended up opening up pet care this time, which meant clean their food and water and give them fresh food and water. Feed the reptiles crickets, which that's fun to watch. One of the reptile cages has 2 lizards that apparently every time you open it, they try to make an escape. So when they see us pull the cage out, they look up at the cage like, we know that's where that opens, so we'll try to make our escape. One did get out, but we caught him. Cause I closed
Did you play the Benny Hill theme?
No, I didn't have to. But I opened it and I closed it back, and I swear I thought I saw him fall to the bottom of the cage, because it's hard to see with all the little bushes they have in there just to make them feel comfortable. And I look between the cages and I see this lizard staring at me, and I was just like, you son of a bitch. I had to shake the cage to get him from in between the cage, grab him in my hand, and not hold on to his tail because those bastards detach themselves from their tail. Throw him back in the cage and close it quickly before his sibling got out. So that was fun. Then a child got to hold a Syrian bear hamster. Syrian bear hamsters look mean, but they're adorable.
Yeah, they're huge.
Huge. I couldn't help it. Yeah, they're huge. God damn it. They're adorable. The child dropped him. I told him how to hold it. The kid was 13, 14, so he's not stupid. I told him how to hold it, and his mom was
But he ain't smart.
Yeah, you want to hold it like that? And it's like, yeah, you want to hold it like that because they will jump out of your hands because they're jumpy. And lo and behold, the hamster jumps out of his hand and hits the floor. And you could tell he was dazed because he hit his head and he's just like, oh god.
Oh, he concussed it.
He didn't get concuss it because the hamster was a little dazed because he stopped and was just like, where do I go? And I caught him in time before he just decided to run. It's like, this is my chance. So that was fun. And then one girl got to hold a snake. I'm not a big fan of snakes, but that snake was adorable. I was just like, as long as it doesn't bite me, I'll pet it.
Yeah,
So,
you probably have to feed those too.
I didn't have to feed those. They were on a different schedule from what the other animals are on.
Yeah, I saw a video of a snake keeper or something feeding snakes like, you know, dead rats and stuff, and the snakes are trying
I
to
just
escape.
pictured Goon petting a snake like goddamn Dr. Evil.
Except for not on its head because they get irritated when you do that. So I was just like petting it on its back. But you're not wrong.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to pet it. Okay, I learned something new then.
Yeah, don't touch it on its head because then they're just like, what the hell is this touching me? I will bite you, motherfucker. Somebody told me that. I didn't have to learn it the hard way, thankfully. Why did it transition back to the...
Yeah, back to the AFK screen.
Weird.
OBS is pissing me off. But, yeah, they still heard you. And me. But yeah, that's my day. Other than that, nothing else really happened. So, we move on to the next segment, which is Meme of the Week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah!
Don't you yeah me, you know what you gotta do.
Meme of the week, meme of the week. It's that time for the meme of the week.
Alright, sweet, she remembers.
I need it to sound more happy and less dead inside.
Cause you... Meme of the week, meme of the week, meme of the week.
That's time for the me week.
Meme of the week.
Like, who the
Meme
fuck
of the
is
week. Oh wow.
Anyway, did you send the meme to Thune?
That's the meme
Yes.
right there. So,
I'll go
You
back
wanna,
to classic background.
you wanna explain this?
Yes, explain that.
Okay, so growing up at my dad's house, our house wasn't really that stable. It was practically fall apart if the wind blew too hard.
fall
I
apart.
can't speak.
Her house
And,
was Paul
and,
Blart. Okay.
And our stove was really fucking old too. And every time you'd open it up, like get pizza out, because that's really always what we ate. Is we never really ate anything else except when we get over to the neighbors. But that's not the point. We'd open up the stove, you get hit with a hot blast of air. It's just like, ugh. That's usually the face I'd make.
It fogs up your glasses. It sucks.
Yes, it does. Or it's like too hot. It's like, Dad, I can't. It's too hot.
Brave the fire child.
So for like the people on iTunes or whatever, it's was that Beyonce
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beyonce.
being
Queen
her hair,
Bee.
Queen Bee, her hair being blown back, and it says open in the oven to check on your food like hair being blown back.
It's like she's just doing the weirdest, so it's like, ugh.
It's so hot.
Like a disgusting Beyonce,
I love how
this
it's
is
like
not
a red
you.
shade.
Yeah, it's like, Beyonce, this is not one of your finest looks kind of face. But that's our meme of the week, and now we move on to the weather. So, weatherman,
The
Rob,
weather.
what you got?
The weather. See,
Oh,
and
I
I got
can't-
no. You know what? I got used to fish having the map out. I mean, like going check
Yeah,
this
like
shit
where's
out
this
over here.
Yeah, check this shit out over here.
Oklahoma, what the fuck?
I'll fix that later.
Oh, it's here. Yay.
There we go.
Oh, is it?
You seeing this shit?
You, see,
You see
you
this?
seeing this shit?
You see this shit right here?
This shit right here. Currently, it is 41 degrees in Happy Valley, or Portland, I should say.
That's
Happy
right here.
Valley.
Happy Valley,
Yeah,
Portland,
there
whatever.
you go, right there.
46 degrees in Norman, Oklahoma.
It was fucking 70 yesterday. It was beautiful. Today it's freezing balls.
It's fucking 70 for Thune, but
Oh,
I'm
that's
getting
not
there.
cold.
Hold on.
Oh.
Dayton, Ohio, 46 degrees as well. But Atlanta, Georgia, 68 degrees. It was 70 just an hour ago.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it. It's nice. Dude's got nice weather. And then
I'll be joining you Wednesday.
Fish over in London.
Way over here, somewhere.
Way over there somewhere.
Way over there.
Way
you
over
seeing that shit
yonder.
over there?
You know what? Fish ain't here for this one, so it's 48 degrees right now in London.
And there we go.
It's
There you
burning.
go. I'm not doing Celsius if you're not here.
Have fun watching the podcast later, Fish. Show your friends are
The
burning.
official hear the podcast later. You
And it's
fucking
like, how did I live through that?
bastard.
So, in his usual, you fucking bastard.
And now we're going.
So it should be animated.
And I want to see him do that because the first one was funny.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And now we move on to the news anchor on the scene.
No.
I thought it was
Yeah.
yes, it's black. It's the
Scarecrow.
other black man.
Yeah,
I thought you were like gonna forget Scarecrow. I was like, no, it's Scarecrow time.
It's Scarecrow time. He's on the scene.
I wanna Let me get my microphone. Tom, I'm here on the scene with a man named Deathly Pringles.
Who's Tom?
I don't know who
Who's Tom?
fucking
Have you
Tom
betrayed
is.
us?
None of us know who Tom
this?
is. What is this?
I don't know. That's the
Who
first
is
thing
this
that popped.
Tom?
That's the first thing that popped to my head. Tom, I'm here on the scene with. Find them.
I'm here with random named Tom.
I'm here with a random guy named Tom. He says his name Deathly Pringles, but he's gonna go by Tom either way. He says, I went to Walmart last Saturday as I was browsing through the video game section. I have spotted a man. He was in his late 30s. Had a fashion sense as similar as Sailor Moon and Captain Planet. He was trying to find the damn Naruto video game. we always love those men children in our Walmarts, which is why we don't go there. Dumb store. And then we have one from one of our local team, DJ Robbie Rob.
Yeah, that's me.
Hold on, I have to cut in here. I love how Orange Stinger comes in the chat and he's like, fan fiction, you say?
No fan fiction today.
I'm just hoping there's a Lisa story.
There, I'm not
Just
saying
listen in.
anything. Just listen in, yeah. And he said, and I asked, actually, hang on, let me just go back up for a second here. Get back to the feed.
No, go back to Wednesday when I said Happy Hump Day. my neighbors really enjoy each other. Happy Hump Day.
Yes. When he woke up to the sound, it wasn't waking up to the sounds of sex. No, it was just his neighbors having sex. Because
But
apparently
that
that's
was
all they
Wednesday,
do.
and then you asked me earlier today if I had anything, and I said, actually.
He said, he did send a
Slightly
video.
uncomfortable.
He sent a video to
That's
us.
not that's from Michael J. Fox. Secret of My
That's, yeah,
Success.
that's from Michael J. Fox.
That's why I'm laughing so hard. Oh man. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, go ahead, Scarecrow.
All right. He told me earlier today that they are doing it again right now at 7:15 p.m. Also heard some yelling upstairs yesterday after finding a broken beer bottle on my porch from whatever must have went down the night before.
And then Scarecrow asked me to go into detail.
Which he replied, "Sure, I was on Mumble with Fish till almost 2 a.m., which with my headset on is probably why I didn't hear the bottle and whatever else went on. Then the next morning when we were on Mumble, I heard yelling upstairs, Lisa and
No, it's Lisa upstairs.
okay, it was
And
Lisa
I
upstairs.
assume the ex-boyfriend, and she let him in.
Yeah, it's the ex-boyfriend. She let him in, and he said that the rest he couldn't make out,
Yeah,
but
it's
they
like,
was boning. Lisa, I told you it wasn't that bad. Why is it with Dan?
no. See, if he was outside my window, I would have heard it. But they were upstairs, so I couldn't make it out.
God damn it.
They was
Yeah.
in the,
Starting
they
all
were in
this
the
shit.
bedroom.
It's fun, isn't it?
But yes, this is these are the stories from our community week. But Now then, it is time for our main event of the evening. The thing that everyone's been here waiting for that we've just been delaying.
I don't
Our Florida man stories.
I don't think everybody comes here for that, but it is a good.
It's like half the podcast.
Oh,
It
I
really
mean,
is.
There's so many.
It's the other half.
There's so many more
literally
stories to read.
Halfway through, we start with Florida man stories, and they take the rest of the time.
Oh yeah, hang on. Before we start that, let me advertise mine. If you would like to have your own stories read by me, come to our Discord and put them in the My Week Stories. It's open to everyone, and I will read any stories that you put in there. If there are too many, I'll just pick the top 3.
Apparently, Vic has one for next week.
Yeah, and he has a special next week.
It's too much for this week, apparently. Anyway, Thune, do the thing.
Do the thing.
Hey, guess what is that time of the day? It's story time with Florida Man, yay.
Yay!
I really almost forgot my own thing.
Oh my god. I would have sang it for you because it's the one I remember.
You can't even remember. She can barely remember her own, but she remembers mine. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we have many stories to read today.
Oh, hold on. Pringles is here to fuck bitches and smoke weed.
And I'm all out of weed.
And Orange is apparently here to smoke bitches and fuck weed.
Alright
then. As if you didn't just put yourself on the scale of crazy with Florida Man. Anyway, this story I've been waiting to read for a week now. And I'm gonna read it, because...
Was it one from last week?
It's one from last week, but it's a Star Wars story. Jesus punches Jedi Knight outside Dundee nightclub. I can't remember who sent this, but I thank you. Because
it's Fish.
This is... Oh yeah, it was Fish, because... That's right. Anyway... yeah, a man dressed as a Jedi Knight was taken to hospital, not a hospital, was taken to hospital after being attacked by Jesus. Words that I never thought I would say out loud. Police have launched an investigation following the serious assault in the early hours of Wednesday after a Halloween bash. The incident happened on Smalls Wind. That's an interesting name. Near the Dundee University Student Union. It's believed the Oh my god, I'm retarded right now. The fracas. I can't do it right now for some reason. Involved the man dressed as Jesus punching his victim, making him fall over and break his ankle. Officers are looking to trace a man described as in his mid-20s, about 5'10", and medium build, with long brown hair and a beard, and wearing long robes. A spokesman for Police Scotland said, "If you have any information that can help our inquiry, please call 101. Okay. I'm just gonna say that sounds like a very weird story. For some reason my thing closed. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Moving on, because that story was a little bit more disappointing than I thought it'd be. So many windows to open. Next story we have is another story, and I think this one was from Rob, because I remember facepumping saying Rob. Why? Man shoots self in penis while robbing hot dog stand.
I just want to know why.
Hang
And
on, yeah.
how?
Well, we're about to find out. Hopefully it's more informative than the Jesus story.
Yeah.
Man shoots self in penis while robbing hot dog stand. A 19-year-old man accidentally shot himself in the groin. Oh dear lord. Shot himself in the groin while robbing a hot dog stand. The Chicago Tribune reports. Police said the suspect, Terrian Pouncey... Hold up. Whose last name is actually Pouncey? Are you serious? I'm starting to...
Their family was part of a brothel.
Oh, yeah, let's go with that, sure. Because my brain is not wrapping around reason why somebody has last name Pouncey. Anyway, Taryn Pouncey robbed the original Maxwell Street Polish at gunpoint Tuesday morning. He demanded money from the register and also stole an employee's wallet and cell phone, according to the criminal complaint. As the Morty. As the suspect ran from the restaurant, he tried to put the pistol in his pants and it went off, shooting him in the thigh and penis. I read that so fast, I was like, wait a minute, shooting him in the thigh and penis. Okay. Officers later found Pouncey near a car wash where he called 911 to say he had been shot. Around the same time, employees had also called police to report the robbery. As of Thursday, Pouncey remained in Oak Lawn Hospital, according to the Tribune. The 19-year-old, he's 19 and stupid.
He's 19.
Oh, he's a young boy.
It says the 18-year-old.
Just a boy.
The 19-year-old is charged with 2 counts of armed robbery with firearm. A court hearing is scheduled for November 7th.
Lovely.
I think Bun passed out on us.
Bun, you drunk? Okay.
Moving on.
That's
Yes.
Oh, anyway, move on to the next one. Oh wait, no, that's not it. There are many stories, as you can see.
Life has many doors, boys.
I just sent like 3 of them.
There's one that I've been well, no, I said I'd save that one for Fish.
Yeah, if it's something that would make good art for Fish, save it.
It's the cousins.
Oh my god. Wait, didn't we do the cousins?
No.
No, we didn't.
I have not. Anyway, let's do this one. Man falls 3 stories in Coco while possibly doing parkour.
Possibly.
Cocoa, Florida.
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah. A man was flown. How far did he fall? He was flown
3 stories, it said.
Oh. A man was flown to a hospital after falling 3 stories off the roof. Oh, it was right there. Off the roof of a building in Cocoa while possibly doing parkour. The Cocoa Police Department said the man fell from the building at 100 Harrison Street early Sunday and suffered a possible head injury. Witnesses told police they saw the man and 2 others on the building's roof several minutes prior to the man falling. Police said the man. Oh, there was multiple. Police said the men were possibly involved in parkour, which they described as jumping from building to building. I mean, yeah, that's okay. According to Merriam-Webster, they actually looked this shit up on the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Parkour is the sport of traversing environmental obstacles and running, climbing, or leaping rapidly and efficiently. Many who take part in the activity upload videos of themselves doing it to YouTube. None of the witnesses saw the men jumping between the buildings, police said, but they did hear and see the men on the roof. Police said the men were able. The police said the men were able to get on top of the building via a ladder around the back. Around back that was not secure. The victim was flown to Holmes Regional Hospital by first flight, police said. Oh wait, that was it? I'm very disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I thought there would be more than that. More into that, like, I was on drugs or something. Oh, I'm disappointed.
That's what I thought when I saw it. I just got it because of the headline. But yeah.
Well, Bun posted this one, and I facepalmed but at the same time laughed.
You know it's gonna be a good story then.
Florida man gets naked at Lowe's, claims to be Jesus Christ.
I applied for a job at Lowe's. No.
And that is his face. No, I don't want to save that. That is. I'm guessing that's the dude right there. He looks disappointed in himself.
Yeah, he's
He
looking
does.
he's looking at the floor like, oh,
It's like,
what have I
shit.
done? What have I done?
What have I done? When you go shopping at a home improvement store, you're likely expecting to see power tools, plywood, hammers, and nails, and you expect to possibly find that to be quite boring, depending upon how much of a repair enthusiast you are. However,
They saw another kind of tool.
oh hey, welcome
There's
back.
Oh, hey.
Did you fall asleep?
I'm so used to Bun like interrupting
She fell asleep.
Thune while he's reading the story. Like, wait.
I'm tired.
She fell
I know
asleep.
you're
I was at
tired.
work from like fucking 10 in the morning to 8 o'clock
I know
at
you're
night.
tired, honey. You've had a hard day.
I know. I feel her pain.
We're trying to make it. We're trying to end it nicely.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
I feel her pain and I know how she feels, but she fell asleep in the middle of the podcast. You better be glad we didn't hear you snoring.
Push the talk. Awesome.
Oh man, yeah, Push the Talk saved you.
Oh yes, your life.
So, since you missed it, Bun, if you didn't hear this, you posted this one, but this is Florida man gets naked at Lowe's. Thanks for Jesus Christ. Okay, I wasn't sure. However, blah blah blah, we move on. Repair enthusiasts you are, and that's where we stopped. However, for a group of shoppers at a Palm Bay, Florida Lowe's home improvement store, they were in for one of the most thrilling shopping experiences of their lifetime. The Palm Bay Police Department said they received a call from a woman who said there was a black man, completely naked, shaking his genitals at the cars as they would pass by. Okay. Okay. One, I would like to say, yes, my voice correct. Two,
I didn't hear it.
anyway, two, I like to think, judging by how this man looks, he looks like he's a church deacon. Possibly.
Oh shit, you're right.
He looks like a church deacon somewhere. And he's looking down, he's looking very sad because he's just like, I
have ashamed the Lord.
I'm sorry, Jesus. And his church is now shaming him, or whatever you want to say, shunning him, or
They're doing
slapping him.
No, they're doing Game of Thrones shaming him. Shame.
Or you have the
Shame.
old mothers in the church. Come here, young man. We need to pray that demon out of you. You dancing naked in Lowe's. What's wrong with you? That's nothing but the devil.
I love that church just for that one reason.
That's nothing but the devil. You need Jesus.
My
Nice.
old man Thune is back at it again.
No, that was Mother Blows. She was very disappointed in the deacon of the church.
This is one of your official characters now. We're adding this to your list.
Genitals by cars as they pass by. I'm sorry, I was distracted, bro. I was reading, so I was laughing so hard. She said this had been going on for over 20 minutes outside the Lowe's. Wait, he was out here for 20 minutes shaking his balls and dick in front of people.
No.
And the Lord.
No, not and the Lord. He thinks he was the Lord, so he didn't think he was doing it in front of the Lord. He's like, I am Jesus. He pulled a Kanye.
Oh my God. Yes.
Over 20 minutes outside the Lowe's near Malabar Road. When law enforcement arrived to the scene, they found 52-year-old Terry Wayne Brothers. That's his
Brother
full
Terry
entire
Wayne.
name. Deacon
Wayne
Brothers. So
Deacon
we know
Brothers.
Deacon Brothers, you know you shouldn't be doing
Brother.
Deacon
No,
of the
pastor.
church. Deacon of the
Looks like
church.
Pastor Brothers.
Calling himself Jesus. You know there's only one God and you should be ashamed. I'm sorry. Anyway, he's now on just underwear outside of the building. Okay. Oh, that's the people who are calling the police. Officers approached him and asked him what exactly he was doing and why he was out naked shaking his private parts at cars as they passed by. According to the responding police, the only thing Brothers kept repeating is, I'm Jesus Christ! Yep. I'm not surprised. I was like, he's probably yelling. Before I even got to it, he's probably yelling, I'm Jesus Christ. And lo and behold, while officers said they can't be certain if the man was on narcotics, he was arrested and transported to Brevard County Jail on the misdemeanor charges of exposure of sexual organs. Let us. Who put this? Wait a minute. Who put this at the end? Let's pray for Black Jesus and hope he gets some help.
Yay, Black Jesus.
I just love that Scarecrow's fucking dying over here.
Don't down, Scarecrow. I'll be sad.
It's awesome. No, Adult Swim, Black Jesus.
I know. That's just like who typed this in here.
That's been a solid. I've been laughing at that entire thing. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Um. Oh yeah. We'll do one more story. Well, actually, it's like only 44 minutes in, so whatever.
Oh, this is a short podcast.
Yeah, it's one of the short ones. Bun's falling asleep again, which is great.
Buddy!
We know she's asleep, and it's funny. And I'm an asshole for pointing it out, but I apologize for nothing.
What?
There she is.
Ow!
Whoa.
Ow.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ.
Last story of the night. Man who sent prostitutes to neighbor's door while he watched from his house is sentenced to 4 years
yeah, that
in
was last
prison.
week. I got that from one of my Facebook groups. It was glorious.
Wait, I just clicked on all the stories that I know I didn't read by pictures. I didn't read the title. Wait, so he was, oh, wait, what? Okay, hold up. The married couple felt afraid and captive in their own home for nearly 4 years. 30 times each year, women would show up on their front porch late at night or early in the morning. They would strip and then, seeking payment, would try to open the front door or ring the doorbell, waking the Elkhorn couple's 2 young children. Waking the Elkhorn couple's 2 young children. Now, they did this about 30 times each year for 4 goddamn years. You didn't they probably did bother calling the police. Let's find out first.
Yeah.
It caused martial stress and affected their professional lives. The visits and the women's actions were orchestrated by a neighbor across the street, Douglas Goldsberry, who... Oh my god. Are you serious?
Go ahead. Rip off that band-aid.
Douglas Goldsberry, who masturbated while watching from his kitchen.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a really twisted and sick plot, said Deputy Douglas County Attorney Chad Brown, adding that Goldsberry called it he called it a screening process. What the hell are you screening? He derived pleasure out of how far he could control these women to see how far he could get them to go. Goldsberry, 45, was sentenced to the same amount of time he terrorized the family. 4 years, the maximum penalty on his pandering charge. Under the state guidelines, that cut sentences in half. Goldsberry will serve less than 2 years with credit for 177 days or already served in jail. But he also faces other charges. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office searched his electronic devices and found evidence of
No.
Don't do it.
Found evidence of child pornography on his hard drives. Goldsberry.
Kill him,
Oh,
man.
you sick bastard.
Goldsberry. Okay, well, if we can't kill everybody, okay.
We can try.
Or if we could just have they could just have a unforeseen accident happen. Anyway, Goldsberry has been indicted in federal court on 1 count of possession of child pornography and faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted of that charge. I mean, they got the proof, so he's going to jail for 20 years.
Yeah, for that. Yeah.
I have concerns.
He won't last.
Game has been
No
on
doubt
and I'm
about
still
it.
on hard.
Guards!
Hey,
Hey, baby, how's it going?
put on
I got
this.
some lube for you. You're gonna be my bitch now.
Put on this lipstick and call me Big Bob. Oh!
Hey,
What?
I'm having a Lisa story right now.
Oh, you got
Oh,
names.
nice.
Oh. Wait, Scarecrow's on the scene. What is that? Shit, where's my mic?
And now we take you to the scene on the scene with Scarecrow.
There's
Alright,
black
then I'm
folks
starting.
outside and they're fighting.
Oh.
What are they saying?
What are they saying?
Something about his money, and he called him a motherfucker and an N-word a couple times.
All right, we're having a nigga
Like-
moment. These kinds of situations
like
are very,
hard
very
R?
delicate.
I really want to have a cigarette, but I don't because it literally sounds like it's right outside my door.
That's
Oh,
Fun.
now you know
that's
what I was
when
going
you
through.
get as far away from that voice as you can, because I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Oh yeah, that's a nigga
Yeah.
moment. It never turns out good.
So I turn off all the
I
lights.
would put that alarm on and then go hide in your room.
Just go in the closet.
Let it go sleep.
Go hide in the closet. Be like R. Kelly.
Trapped in the
That
closet.
closet's big enough for to sleep in.
Yeah. I think I want to go to bed. Bye, everybody.
All right, this was Scare
Night,
Thomas saying
Bun.
good night, Bun.
Bye,
We're
Bun.
not even done yet. And she's
night.
going
Not
to
even
bed.
done.
All right.
She's.
It's been a long
Are-
day. Oh,
It's been a
that's
long,
you.
hard day for her, and she's been drinking, and she's tired, and yeah.
Stuff.
But anyway,
Back
about
to
that
the
story.
Back to the story at hand. He's faced 20 years in prison. If he's convicted, I have concerns for the safety of women, taxpayers, and everyone in Douglas County, Brown said when asking Judge Marlon Polk for the maximum sentence. The state's concern is fueled by his deviant, narcissistic appetite for his sexual desires. Nathan Labb, Goldsberry's attorney, had asked that Goldsberry be released on probation. The best thing for Doug is to get treatment. Yeah, Doug, get some treatment. Labb
Yeah,
said.
Doug.
Looking at you, Wolf.
Just
What
kidding.
about me?
Just
Doug.
kidding.
The best thing for Doug is to get treatment. You need to get
The guy's
treatment.
name is Doug.
Yeah.
I don't
I
need
was-
treatment for shit.
I was just joking.
You have an addiction to memes. You need help.
I do not need help.
Anyway, he put the couple through hell. There is no denying that. Phone calls to the couple. Wait, he called them too? Phone calls to the couple who lived near 185th Street and West Dodge Road were not returned. They're just glad to put this behind them and move on, said Douglas County Attorney Don Klein. That ended differently than I thought it would.
Wait. So he was, I mean, it sounded like he was torturing the family, but from what it sounded like, he was, like, doing it to see how far the girls would go. That's what he said.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was like torturing these poor people. It was like,
And jacking off.
yeah, and
Like,
the children.
Like, yeah, kids, come out and see this.
Cause you could.
I would have punched him in the throat now.
Yeah, he needs to be killed.
Yeah, and
Slit
his
throat.
child pornography.
That's a
on
lot
his
of fat to go
frickin-
through, though.
On his computer.
Uh,
He's a freak. And not the kind of freak that you want to be with. The kind of freak that you just want to shoot in his feet and then watch
yeah,
him suffer.
the bad kind of freak. There's a good kind of freak.
But then there's the
Don't
bad
be the
kind.
bad kind of freak.
Don't be that guy right there.
Don't be that guy with the child pornography and the jerking off to in the kitchen.
This is the world we live in. But that's a good time to stop.
It
And
is.
It's getting there. So everybody,
Yeah.
we all say good night.
Goodbye
Bye.
and good night.
Bye bye.
Bang.
We just say.
Night.